So, good day to you all, and thank you for joining me on day 5. This is getting real now. So, day 5 is from a wild camp just about 4 miles past Goring and Streatley, and I'm heading to Woolston. In fact, I'm going to stop at Woolston and visit the pub there, because I've checked out on the internet, they're open, they do good food, so I'm going to have some good food at Woolston in the pub, and then I'm going to make my way out of Woolston, do some more miles and carry on before wild camping again. I think Woolston's now only going to be about 18 miles away, which is nothing. So after that, then I can crack out a few more miles again, and that's going to reduce the distance from there to Marlborough. And as you may know, I'm keen to get to Marlborough for a couple of reasons. One is I get a rest day in the Premier Inn, and two, my 96-year-old mum is in Marlborough in a care home, so I'm going to spend my rest day visiting my mum. So yeah, thank you for joining me for day 5, and I'll come back to you a little bit later on. Thank you everybody for joining me for day 5 of my walk from Tower Bridge in London back to Exeter, where I live, and I'm currently up on the Ridgeway, and I've been walking now for a couple of hours this morning, and it's absolutely stunning. You can see that from up here we can see for absolutely miles and miles and miles. You get an impression of just how remote this whole area is, but it's beautiful and I'm loving it. We had a couple of little spits and spots of rain this morning. The forecast is there might be a little bit more, but nothing to dampen the spirits. So let's press on and let's do some more of day 5, and I'll keep you posted. Hi, just a quick update on day 5. So I've made it to the White Horse Inn at Woolston. So that's officially the end of what was supposed to be today. In the very unlikely event you're in Woolston, highly recommend the White Horse Inn, not far from Uppington White Horse. So I'm having a fantastic meal. I've got sweet potatoes, spinach and chickpea curry with naan bread, and a few beers. You can't miss out on a few beers. And then I'm going to push on after I've eaten. I'm going to push on and start what is officially tomorrow's walk, which is from here, Woolston, to Marlborough, and then when I've pushed on for a few miles, I'll find somewhere to wild camp again, and then make a wild camp, and then hopefully that should have nibbled in tomorrow's mileage, because I've just noticed tomorrow's mileage is quite long, nearly 25 miles. Today so far I've done 17.3. But I hope to do quite a bit more before our wild camp, so I can nibble something out tomorrow and then push on and make it to Marlborough, where I've got 2 nights in the Premier Inn, have a bath, clean the clothes, but most importantly go and see my mum, my 96-year-old mum, and maybe even take her out for I don't know, coffee and cake. We shall see. I'll come back to you later today when I find a wild camp. In the meantime, thank you very much for joining me on day 5. Hello everybody, that is me done for day 5. Another big shift put in of 26.4 miles, and I'm all packed up, got this little wild camp, so I'm going to retire for the night now. My goal today was to take some mileage out of tomorrow to make it a bit speedier to reach Marlborough and my rest day, and I've succeeded in doing that, so hopefully tomorrow should go pretty well. So yeah, nothing really to report. Got an ideal little wild camp spot out of sight of everybody underneath these hawthorn trees, and I'll see you all tomorrow for day 6, wild camp into Marlborough. Bye bye.